In this video, we're going to be talking about money from two different lenses. Lens one is the standard understanding of money. Not really standard, but the entrepreneurial understanding of money, the economics-ish understanding of money, which is about value creation, how and all of that, right? Value creation, money is an invention by mankind, and it's just a tool to facilitate trade faster and all of that. The second one is going to be more of individual specific understanding of money, a subjective, in a manner of speaking, in terms of application and all that, understanding of money. Let's revise that again. Number one is economics and business and functional understanding of money. Number two is energy and belief understanding of money, right? So if you look at money, at least for half the population, the moment the word money is heard, the immediate thought is like money is string of thoughts are like money is scarce, uh, like shame, and money is bad. Money is not bad, probably not for everybody, but yeah, money is inherently bad, and money is the root of evil. This is not for like 50% of the population, but yeah, there's a little bit of inconvenience directly linked to money. The moment the topic of money comes, for a huge portion of the population, there's discomfort, there is uh, shame, there is lack, immediate money is limited in limited supply, and all of those thoughts that just pop up, right? Let's cover the function, like the standard understanding of money. So let me give you a simple example. A tribe of not tribe, like let's just say, instead of the world's population being 800 crore plus individual, let's just say that it's just 10 individuals, 20 individuals, and they're all in a cave. And yeah, let's roll with this example. Number one, a team of three went to hunt a deer and get the deer, and team of three are preparing the what wood and all for them to be able to cook, and a team of three are making utensils with pot, and a team of three are building the yeah a team of three are chopping wood for the cooking of the deer. Roughly, you're getting the point, right? So team of three, five teams, six teams, seven teams, roughly, let's say seven teams there, and team of three, seven groups, right? Now somebody else is like, another team of three is stitching, getting stuff, getting like taking the leather or the or doing some sort of arrangement through which they can assure clothing for all 21 individuals, right? Seven teams, three of each, and each team consists of three, and they're all doing their part, and they're doing it for everybody, right? All 21 people. Now, in that, no, it's a simple equation, right? When there are just 21 people and the needs and wants are limited, and the collective needs are limited, and collective wants are limited, at least to a portion, to an extent, they can just work together. 21 individuals work together and get food, get meat, get grains, get uh, the food cooked, get the clothes stitched, get the house built. They're living in a cave, but maybe inside the cave, some sort of interiors that will keep them, I know, warm, cold, depending on the season. You're getting the point, right? So fine, they're able to. What's happening here is work is happening by various groups of individuals, and they're able to exchange the work that is done by each and every single individual that's there in the group of 21, right? Hence, there is not a lot of major requirement in terms of money. There's collective understanding. The number of individuals that are there in this group are limited, and they can just Essentially, work is what's happening there. The exact same thing that's happening in the global economy of 800 crore plus people. You're getting the point, right? Yeah. So this is somebody's going and getting clothes, somebody's going and getting what? Food, building shelter. Somebody is just, like jewelry, like they're just going and finding rare stones and rare long lasting leaves or stems and making jewelry out of it, some fashion stuff, right? And somebody's making you're getting the point, right? Everybody is going and working and they're just collectively exchanging the work that they're doing and ensuring that it is benefited for the entire group of 21. That's what it is. That's what the even right now, that's what the globe, the humanity as a civilization is. We're just working so that everybody can get benefited. Like everybody gets benefited collectively, right? That's now let's just introduce money. Rule number one, it's a neutral thing. So when there is 21,000 people, 21 to 10 people, 2,100 people, 21,000 people, 2 lakh 10,000 people, 21 lakhs people, 2 crore 10,000 people, 20 crore people, and 10 lakhs, 200 crores or 800 crore plus individuals. It becomes a lot difficult for you to be able to collectively reap the benefits of the collective. So we need an instrument in place. I'm not talking about the history of money. I'm not talking about how it originated. I'm just trying to make it make sense for you. So we need an instrument that will allow us to collectively reap the benefits of everybody. Fundamentally, that's what's happening. Let me give you a quick example, right? So let's just you are building an internal combustion engine based car and you need like hundreds of different of parts or thousands of different of parts, or you're building a watch 300 years ago, 200 years ago, you need like 200 different components, I don't know, 2000 different components, or you're getting the point, right? Even the modern home has like 300, like fully like a modern home, like yeah, like there are stuff that's coming from like 4,000 different places or 400 different places that are giving you the experience of home. There, you take a car, take a home, take a bicycle, take a bike, take a notebook. Anyways, so the stuff that 21 people were able to do in a cave without the instrument, without the invention called money, you'll not be able to do it with the 100 crores. Maybe you can do like an alternative for money, like with the algorithms and all that. With a lot of, we're not talking about it. We can use AI, integrate hardware, put a lot of sensors, track everything, and on the basis of that, let rewards be replicated and distributed. But then, even if you are adding the spirit of giving, and just keep that aside, but you're getting the point, right? So money is fundamentally neutral. Yeah, we're talking about the example of the car, internal combustion engine based car. You need to be able to barter, like you want what you want, one shock plug, I don't know, shock plug, you want a clutch pad, you want a brake, you want a brake pad, you want a windshield, you want a wiper, you want a light, you want audio system for the car. You get the point, right? There are like tens of different things, hundreds of different such things, and thousands of different parts, thousands of parts. You get it? And imagine for you to get that part, you'll have to go, bro, I'll give you a grain of rice. Will you give me that part? I would like to give you that. I don't know what to give you, but I need the windshield. Imagine trading. It'll take just to build one car, it'll take like years or decades or centuries or millennia. So, money at a fundamental level is a huge enabler for human civilization. That's what you need to understand. We'll still not get into the energetics and beliefs about money. That's a second chapter. Second thing that you need to understand is how money works. Third one is how money flows. Money flows is taught everywhere in most of the places. How money works. Now, let's say let's say I paid few thousands for this mic. I paid some amount of money for this light. I paid some amount of money for this bottle. I paid some amount of money for this camera, for the mouse, for the, like, somebody made money by all of these products having, like, all these products are with me: the charger, the laptop, the stand, the phone. the this thing, the bottle, the shirt, the skirt, and the everything is there. Somebody made money. What does it mean? And I happily gave money, right? I happily gave money. Somebody happily made money. What does that mean? Let's dive deeper into it. First one, we've understood money as an invention. Second one, s- money as value creation. I'm giving these examples. I wanted an instrument that can capture my face live when I'm with the laptop. So webcam, like this is something that's the need for me. The company that produced that, the Logitech, was of value to me. Then they got my money. This light company produced value to me, gave me something that is useful. I happily gave the money. The table guy who sold me the table, I he provided something useful to me. Bottle, same thing. Mouse, same thing. Treadmill, same thing. Everything is the same thing. Be useful to humanity, and you'll end up making money. But just being useful, being able to generate value, being able to engineer value through business models, through inventions, through innovations, all of that is not sufficient. Want an example? Look at Tesla, Nikola Tesla. Anyways, yeah. So you being able to generate value to humanity gets you money. You can't generate value to non-humans and expect to make money. I mean, you can still, as long as there is a human there, right? So this is a language that only humans understand. I mean, like, to keep things simple, there might be other civilizations who understand this, but you get it, right? Yeah. So money, be of value to somebody, and they'll happily give you money. Now, how is the Kirana store that's there few footsteps away from a person's place being valuable? Imagine a world where there are no Kirana stores. Don't talk about Zepto, Instamart, and all that. You're getting the point. I'm not here to create controversy or anything. That's all. But like, imagine a world. Forget about the quick commerce stuff for a bit. Let's just go time travel back 10, 15 years ago. Okay, or 5 years ago. Yes, imagine a world where there are no quick commerce and there are no kirana shops. You need to go get toothpaste, toothbrush. You need to go get milk. You need to go get biscuits. You need to go get chocolates. You need to get groceries. Even larger kirana stores are not there. You'll have to directly go into the factory that is producing the flour, that is mills that are milling the rice, and you want to travel every single week or every single month, every single day, to all the way to the production houses of the factories and want to go get it. No, right? That's exactly why you need kirana stores. They are being valuable by doing service to you. They are being of service to you. You need to acknowledge that fact. Similarly, every single thing that's retail, like multi-brand retail. How is a soap company being providing value? They'll allowing you to feel fresh by selling you soaps, and you're happily buying them. How is a computer company or a laptop company? They're giving you product. Like, you're getting the point, right? You can, like, the amount of value that is generated by a company or an individual, it's usually, I mean, you can tweak it to make it low or up, but it has a significant amount of weightage to the amount of wealth that an individual, institution, or an entity generates. The amount of value is the keyword. So, all right, now how do we make money? Logically speaking, sell something. Like, figure out what is it that is useful. I mean, low supply, high demand, low supply. All of that is the external equation. If you talk about it like, I mean, like, you can. I mean, it's good to do that, but also ensure that you're not doing something that you don't love, right? You also should love what you're doing so that you feel alive. Because making money being a robot, I mean, like, not to mean robots, but yeah, like being absolutely mechanical, not feeling alive, it's not worth it. But you're getting the point. Second concept is covered. Like, be of value to somebody. How do you create value? Open a kirana store, open a clothes store, open a bank, and give money, take interest by giving money to people. It will be valuable. Open like, or this is one way. You start your own business, you start your own freelancing service. That's one format. Another format is you associate, you jump on the train on which institutions are there. Like, you work with institutions, you work with for-profit institutions, not for-profit institutions, governments, or as a freelancer, you work for various companies or individuals. right? That's how. But you basically need to understand that value creation, you can directly give value, generate value by being a skilled, non-skilled, for whatever value you generate, and sell it to a company, and the company is again selling it to somebody, doing some sort of effort, putting in effort to some sort of, you know, target audience. Even if you talk about non-profits, they are intending to, or they are doing work that is benefiting for somebody, and because somebody wants to contribute to the well-being of human beings or animals or education of women or children or anything of that sort, somebody will fund it because they don't have time and like they would like to support. You're in the point. The equation is simple: be valuable to humanity and make sure you get the money while you're being valuable. The amount of value you created, be conscious of it. The amount of value you're capturing from it, be conscious of it, and engineer it in such a way that it's a win-win. Or you build something for like, no, yeah, engineer tech in practical, like there are two kinds of value. For example, let's say there are, you know, like this high fast, let's say Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and all of that. 1 lakh, 2 lakh rupees a bag, or Hermes, like whatever the number of, you know, how many ever lakhs the bag is, right? So there is this, there's this boomerang that's about 1.5 lakh or 2 lakh, something of that sort by Gucci, and its manufacturing cost is like about 2 3 thousand INR or even less than that. There is value that is in the product, like you're getting it right. Space, you, or let's just say extremely like the same boomerang, or it's just 80 90% similar to that you will probably get it for like $100 $200. A lot of value can be engineered psychologically. You're not just providing somebody a product. When you're selling a product, you're also providing them a status symbol, and people are willing to pay for it because it'll be much easier instrument for them to demonstrate that they are a lion in the jungle and not a deer in the jungle. And they do that by buying a Gucci, Louis Vuitton, or like, I'm just giving you an example, or using product like driving a Merco. You're getting the point, right? And not always it's about showing off or establishing the status in their society just by their presence. And a few people don't even care about what is getting displayed, but you're getting the point, right? Not all value is functional only. A lot of value is psychological, right? And then like you unlock lots of value by creating new inventions. Like 7 years ago or 10 years ago, when the first LLM, like massively available LLM is available, there was a lot of value generated, and the industries gets created and all that. 1905, when Wright brothers did the flight thing, right? A lot of value, like few trillion, couple of trillions of dollars in global economy is because of the invention that is made by the brothers. You're getting the point, right? So that's we'll not dive deep into this aspect of money now because it's not a masterclass in entrepreneurship and value generation. It's a masterclass in manifestation. So, but anyways, having said that, you have to be aware of these things. Number one is how money works. Second one is how the functional value of money and money generation. And the third one is money is always flowing until, like you know, like you make money. What do? You end up buying clothes, you end up buying electronics, you end up buying, you know, giving it to your, you know, like your friends, family, whatever, and then they end up spending it on something, you know, clothes, you know, travel, you know, like bus tickets, flight tickets, hotel, and food, and you're getting the point, right? So it's always flowing. It's not like, yeah, you're getting the point. It's also that's number three. I'm not elaborating too much on that, but yeah, you you just letting the money flow through you. Nothing big there. Like it's not like somebody who raised $30 million is going to keep the money with them. No, it is going to be distributed to employees. It's going to be distributed to vendors. It's going to be distributed to the software companies that are selling software to this company that raise funds. It's going to be distributed to. You're getting the point, right? So you're just allowing it to flow, and during that process, because of the amount of spending that will increase, decrease, the amount of, you will feel uncomfortable with it. You will block it off. That's a different thing. We'll get to that in the next chapter. Roughly, you understood what money is. What happens to a majority? This is chapter two, not chapter two, but it's like more like a between thing. The moment somebody, yeah, at the moment somebody talks about money, they are like, what it gets, yeah, and it scares the popular beliefs and the money. Okay, let's not talk about it. Who's going to pay for the cab? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of discomfort, right? Let's just say there is a group of people like, I don't know, like Yeah, you get the point, right? Examples I probably skip, or I might state some. But the moment you talk about money in groups or something like that, there's a lot of discomfort and theater associated with it. They call one, yeah, money is scarce. Popular beliefs around money: money is scarce, money is having money is bad. Third one is money is only for the reserved few. Talking about money is not okay. Yeah, and the previous sentences. So if you talk if you had like, which for a huge majority of the population, because you look at that index that talks about the wealth distribution, and obviously it's understandable, right, as to why it is the way it is, looking at from the lens that we are going to look at it now. One quick statement: the amount of business growth that is getting, for, especially for solo founders, or like founders where the company is not off loaded, or where the company is not currently now being run by CEO or somebody who's taking care of the company. Not all the business limitations, not all the career limitations because of bad business strategy. And for the people who are in jobs, and like working professionals who are not running their own institutions but are in their role, also not all the amount of growth that you're getting in your career is because of your skill and your communication, your uh, all of those things. It also has to do with the beliefs that you hold. It's also about the amount of this thing growth that you're comfortable with, and the amount of money that you're comfortable making. Because the moment you start getting a promotion, or upgrading your skill, or upgrading your career, you'll end up making more money, obviously, and you probably may not be comfortable doing that. Or you getting the point, right? So here, what we're going to look at quickly is money. I'm going to quickly talk about the beliefs that a lot of people have about money, and the examples that are could be relatable for a lot of that are relatable for a lot of individuals. So let's say in childhood, if you have had parents conversing about money, and every time there's a conversation about money, there is always sudden tension, right? Or there's a conversation about money, like let's just say like you're 6 years old or 9 years old, and let's just say you're 6 years, 7 years old, and the moment money comes, you've seen your dad or mom always like like struggling about money, or like feeling bad, like he's always stressed about money, like, oh, there's not enough money, okay, how do I get money to do this, how do I get to money to do this? And you must have heard your parents or somebody in the family saying that if you keep a lot of money, I'm talking about, yeah, if you keep a lot of money, like somebody will steal your money. Do not think that it's not applicable. The beliefs are not applicable in the digital era. They can be like, if you have a lot of money, somebody might scam it off from your account, and you'll leave with no money, and you're like, look at the guy in the neighbor who had a lot of money, and like neighbor, the thieves came and took off all the money. So like, what's the point of making money? Somebody might steal, right? These are the kind of things that you must have heard, right? And in terms of experience, you might have experienced instances, a lot of instances where the moment conversation about money came, you just like, it's always tension. Your mom and dad talking about, or like dad, or like tensed, and then you look at it and like, you make sense of whatever he's going through, and like, money is equal to bad, money is equal to stress, money is equal to this. So you like, yeah, you could be the world's best strategist, you could be the world's best like whatever, like you could be a very skilled individual at whatever area that you are. You might consider yourself to be an exceptional individual, but the scripts that are instilled in your mind when you were a kid, when you're a child, even during the adulthood, that are retained, are going to limit you. You have infinite curiosity. You have infinite, I mean, I'm just giving an example of a character. You have infinite knowledge, but you'll still not move forward. You'll still not execute a lot of times. You know everything that needs to be done. Why will you not execute in the conduct of business? Because of the beliefs that were installed, right? And so beliefs and energy, I mean, like, yeah, it like believes the blocks, that kind of like, do not go the moment when I'm saying energy, do not interpret it as energy, like, no, you're not getting into the etymology of energy here, but you're getting the point, right? It's not like energy. not like that. Like if you want to perceive it that way, if it makes you understand the essence of it, feel free to do it. But you're getting the point. So it's like now, if your belief is money is so yeah, if your belief is money is scarce, how will you come up with a business idea and execute it that will allow you to make the amount of money that you want to make, which could be 3 lakhs a month, which could be 30 lakhs a month, which could be 300 crores a month, right? So I cannot, and fundamentally, money is infinite. It's in more supply than oxygen is, because it's a tool invented by mankind. The numbers will keep changing, and if you're able to pull it off, you will be able to pull it off like Mr. Musk, who is at a point in time worth $1 trillion plus, right? Even now, right now. So it's all about that. Money is an abundant supply, and it's always getting created. Okay, you will hear conversation from newspapers and news channels that this much debt, that much debt, but what is it? It's infinite supply. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you cannot be having the belief that money is scarce, because it's not. If you, yeah. Number two is making money is good. Like if you are a very good person, if I give you 1,000 crores, or if you have 1,000 crores, or if you give in 1,000 crores, you probably end up donating for the causes that you believe. 300 crores of it you might end up donating for the causes that you believe. It could be uh, education, it could be health, it could be like ecological conversation, it could be I don't know, biodiversity conversation, it could be anything, right? It could be entertainment, right? For somebody, yep. Whatever your values or whatever you want to promote, and you might, yeah, maybe adopt a village, right? So what is money like? It's good. There is nothing, how much ever you want you can have, and it's good, it's neutral. But if you're, whether you do good or bad is up to you. That's number two. Number one is money is abundant. Second two is, number two is money is neutral, and you don't have to have the beliefs that are associated with money. Like money, wanting too much is greed. How is wanting too much greed? And it's not like money is going to get handed over to you just like that. It's most of the times, and there's a little bit of catch to it, but yeah, it's mostly like Apple made so much money or Google made so much money because of, and if they're constantly making hundreds of billion, a couple of hundreds of billions of dollars every year, that means they are easily generating at least 3 to 4 times or 5 times more value to humanity as a whole. So they're still like making less money considering the amount of value that they create. So it's not like you making money is up. It is, of course. You making money is like the proof, or you having made money, that is the proof that you have been a huge contributor to humanity. You were responsible for engineering that value and putting that product, service, or solution in the hands of people. Even if you're an employee, yeah, or like you have been responsible. You were responsible for making that value. And there's a catch here. The catch is the amount of value that you're creating and the amount of value that you're capturing. You'll have to ensure that you're being mindful of that. Okay, that's three. And so money is abundant, not scarce. Money is neutral, neither good nor evil. It depends on what is it that you do with it. And any which ways you're going to end up spending, and the money is going to go somewhere else. It's going to go into somebody else's bank account. So it depends on what you're spending it on, right? And you're not going to keep it. If you keep it, it's of no value. It's not like, yeah, if you could keep money with you, it's of no value. Yeah, it's they're going to give you any, like probably you'll feel like, what will you like? It's like, it's not these nutrients that are essential that you have to keep in your body. In a matter of speaking, you can't do anything with it when you're keeping with you, right? This is a few things about money and money. So this is one. Money, beliefs, money and beliefs. So let's get to the practicalities of it. You might be working professional, extremely skilled, extremely talented, extremely hardworking, and all of that. But if you have a money block, you're going to have a tough time getting that promotion, because uh, better jobs is equal to more money. More money is equal to bad thing, because it associates with a lot of problem. And be you being where you are from the past 3 4 years, you know that this is safe, and making any more money is not, probably not safe, so you'll sabotage it because of the childhood installations or adulthood installations around money. So yeah, and same with business owners. You will think that Havi Satsal se ek hi from this past 7 years is going good. Might as well let it go like this. If I'm making more money, I might screw it up. I might hire more people. I might risk it all. I might get into trouble. Last time I made a little bit of growth. It's all bad. It was all bad. So yeah, the beliefs that you have about money are very, 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 very important. You got to be absolutely mindful of them. You got to understand when were those installed, and you got to delete them slow by slow. It's not like one they are uninstalled, they're going to not come back until the time you get to a point where you are aware and you constantly delete the ones that are getting created mildly. You have to work on it. I mean, like, you don't necessarily have to work a lot, but you got to be mindful, aware, and be smart about it. Right. So yeah, that's a quick masterclass on money and energy. It's like when your body is like money is scarce, having thoughts like this, and like the moment money you're discomfortable, you have to raise funds from an investor, but you or thing is like raising funds, is bad because I don't want to be an asking person, investor. No, investor is not a fool to invest randomly, right? You in fact, if you know your game right, you're just allowing them to invest in your company because they put their bets that way. Like they put money in 20 different companies. They already are sitting on a lot of capital, and they will just diversify the risk, and they believe that you will be able to pull it off, and that's what they're putting in. So you, in fact, imagine you being Musk, or you being somebody like you being the founder of startup that got, like, you imagine you being Karan Bajaj, who, right? And yeah, like he made a lot of money to the investors who gave him money, right? I'm not talking getting into the Baiju's White Hat Junior thing, but yeah, over the course of 18 months, he was able to get an exit at 300 million USD with the initial fund being 3 million USD. So he obviously made a lot of money for the investors. So you're not, when you're raising funds, you're not asking, you just, you're providing them something of value, something of rare value, to be honest. I mean, like, no, something of great value, to be honest. And when you're making a sale, you're not asking for money. You're not just asking without any exchange. You are creating something, you've created something, you have something, you're representing something that is bound to generate a lot of value to the individual that you're selling it to. And you are in fact making service by doing the selling, because you're going to deliver it. There's nothing bad. It's just a thing that you do so that you facilitate trade. You're doing your work right, you're doing your best, and you're delivering good service. And you just look, I mean, it's like this. You have to press that button for the fan to get turned on. Is pressing button good or bad? You want the fan to be on. For you to have the fan on, or for you have to press that button. It's sale is that. You want the fan to be turned on, you want the light to be turned on, you have to press the button, because that's how the system is engineered. And you turn on the motor pump, and you ask somebody to press the button. That's the money exchange. It's just a button pressure. You don't have to have any friction associated with this, because of the collective beliefs that we have as a civilization, because of the news that we're reading, because of all the scams related to money that we're reading. It's just because of the negative huge collective association, no, negative huge associations that you have about money, that's creating that thing. It's like, switch on karo fan chalo, switch on karo fan. That's how it works. Okay, but why should we sell anything? If everybody stops selling everything, no, there will be no money in economy. Then that's bad for economy, it's bad for the collective society. And who's stopping anybody from making more money? Nobody asks anybody. It's not like somebody put a limit on the amount of money that anybody wants to make. Anybody can make how much of a money that they want to make. You, the individual, are choosing not to make. Maybe you're satisfied with what you have, which is very good. Maybe you don't want more, right? So money is a neutral thing. So it's a switch. You do your work, you do your sale, you do your product, you do your stuff. Let it circulate. It's not like it's coming directly from them. It's like they contributed to some tech company, they contributed to some construction company where they're supplying materials, and they got the money from there, and they're just letting it flow from here to here, because what is valuable for them is not they what is valuable for them is what you have. That's why you're making the sale. That's why he's become rock star. That's why he come to the sales call. Roughly, you're getting the point, right? This is basically it. What are the exercises? How do I remove the blocks slash beliefs that I have about money? We're going to do another module about it, but roughly identify the beliefs, where see when did they come, and see what can be done, and see like release them and like reframe them. Yeah, we'll have a separate module on it, but yeah, have a good day. See you everybody in the next video.